So what if you could actually upgrade your own mind? Today, we're diving into the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, and it's all built on this one really radical idea, that you can consciously, intentionally rewire your brain to fundamentally change your life.
You know that feeling, right? Like you're just stuck on autopilot. Your day kind of runs on a script you don't even remember writing. You wake up, you think the same thoughts, feel the same frustrations, and just repeat the same actions day in and day out.
Well, the work we're looking at today suggests this isn't just a feeling, it's a neurological reality. We actually get caught in these unconscious loops, where our familiar thoughts trigger those same familiar emotions, which then, you guessed it, drive the same old habits.
But what if you could step outside of that loop? Really step out of it. That is the powerful idea we're digging into today.
The idea that you can consciously break that cycle, break the habit of being your old self, and, get this, literally rewire your own brain.
So you might be asking, how is that even possible? Well, the whole concept rests on a really fascinating and, well-established scientific principle about the very nature of our minds.
And that principle is called neuroplasticity. Now, this isn't some fringe idea. This is a cornerstone of modern neuroscience. All it means is that your brain isn't a fixed, static organ. It's actually more like clay, constantly being reshaped by your experiences and, this is the crucial part, by your thoughts.
And you gotta understand, this is a massive shift in how we think about the brain. The old belief was that by the time you're an adult, your brain was pretty much set in stone. We now know that's completely wrong. The brain is incredibly dynamic, and it's ready to be reshaped by what you consciously choose to focus on.
Think of it like this. Imagine trails in a forest. Every single time you have a thought, you're forging a tiny little path. Now repeat that thought over and over and over again, and that little path becomes a super deep, well-worn, automatic highway. That's exactly how our habits and our emotional reactions get hardwired into our neurology.
Okay, so if the brain can be rewired, how do we actually do it? What are the tools? This is where all that theory really turns into practice.
The core tool here is a specific kind of meditation. But let's be clear, this is not just about calming down or relaxing. It's presented as an active, focused practice for getting beyond your analytical mind. It's like accessing your brain's operating system so you can intentionally install new programs.
And the whole process really breaks down into 4 key steps. First, you just have to become aware of all your automatic, unconscious thoughts. Second, you decide who you want to be instead. You create your new self. Now, third, and this part is a total game changer, you have to generate an elevated feeling. You don't wait for success to feel grateful. You use the feeling of gratitude to signal success to your body right now. And finally, you rehearse your future, combining that clear intention with that really powerful, elevated emotion.
Okay, so this is where the ideas we're exploring take a really fascinating and, for some people, a pretty controversial leap. How can a purely mental practice create such profound physical changes in your body? Well, the proposed answer connects the mind directly to matter, and it draws on ideas from quantum physics.
The theory being presented is that your thoughts aren't just little electrical signals in your brain. They are energy, and they have distinct frequencies. So when you combine a clear thought, an intention, with a really powerful emotion, you're basically broadcasting a new energetic signal out into the world. The idea is that this signal is strong enough to literally influence your body's chemistry, sending brand new instructions to your genes and your cells to heal and to change.
And listen, the results that are reported from this practice are, they're profound. The research points to thousands of case studies from workshops documenting people who have reportedly used these exact techniques to achieve some pretty remarkable recoveries. We're talking everything from overcoming clinical depression and chronic pain to reversing conditions that are often considered irreversible by conventional medicine.
Now look, claims this extraordinary, they demand a critical look. So it's absolutely essential that we understand how this work is viewed by the broader scientific and medical communities.
So this gives us a much more balanced picture. On the one hand, you've got brain scans that show real changes in meditators, and of course the solid science of neuroplasticity supporting it. But on the other hand, mainstream critics argue that a lot of the healing claims just don't have those large-scale placebo-controlled studies, which are really the gold standard of medical research. They caution that while these methods can be powerful, they should be seen as a complement to, and never a replacement for, conventional treatment.
So as we wrap this all up, what are the key takeaways here? First, your brain is not fixed. It's literally designed to be rewired. Second, your internal world, your thoughts and your feelings directly shapes your physical health.
Third, meditation can be a really practical tool to direct that change. And finally, there's this provocative possibility that your own consciousness is the ultimate agent of healing.
And all of this leaves us with one powerful question for you. If your thoughts truly do hold the power to change your reality, what's the first thing you're going to change?